What's up, guys? Last year, we here at Total Pro Sports struggled in predicting all 8 NFL division winners. The only ones we guessed correctly were the New England Patriots, New Orleans Saints, and Los Angeles Rams. And those were the 3 most obvious ones. Well, we're going to aim higher and try to go 8 for 8 in 2019, or at least reach the 500 mark. The offseason is done now, so let's cut right into the chase and start handing out preseason division banners. I'm Jason Biondo, and today we predict every NFL division winner for the 2019 season. Make sure to subscribe to TPS and put on your notifications because we post videos all the time. New videos all the time. Subscribe. Comment your video ideas down below. We'll be looking, and if we choose your idea, we'll give you a shout out in the video. AFC East, New England Patriots. Death, taxes, and the New England Patriots winning the AFC East. Since Tom Brady took over as the starter in 2001, the Patriots have only failed to capture the division crown twice. The last time they didn't win it, 2008, when an ACL tear cost Tom Brady the entire season. The Patriots are going to be their usual dominant selves. We all know it. It's okay. We accept it. But at the same time, their 3 division foes are all still way behind in the foot race. The Buffalo Bills and New York Jets have lots of young talent, and both clubs should improve after a strong offseason. But neither of them are about to seriously challenge the Patriots. The Miami Dolphins began a massive rebuild, which includes experimenting with new quarterback Josh Rosen and first-year head coach Brian Flores. They might get the annual home win against the Patriots, but otherwise it's going to be a long season in South Beach. Losing Trey Flowers and Rob Gronkowski hurts the Pats, but Bill Belichick will find a way to get by, like he always does. Even if the Patriots somehow in some way only won 9 games, it would probably be enough. We know they're good for 11 plus wins this season, so expect the Patriots to win this division by a minimum of 3 games. AFC North, Cleveland Browns. That's an exciting one. The window of opportunity has finally opened for the Browns. After years of being the biggest laughingstock in North American sports, the Browns have finally built a championship caliber roster under GM John Dorsey. Baker Mayfield is primed for a huge sophomore year after shining in his rookie season. Odell Beckham Jr. and Jarvis Landry are already the best wide receiving duo in the league. Nick Chubb will continue to power the rushing game. Myles Garrett and Denzel Ward were game changers on defense last year. The Browns added stud corner Greedy Williams in the draft and run-stopping sensation Sheldon Richardson in free agency. Also, having Freddie Kitchens as head coach is a massive upgrade over Hugh Jackson. The Browns have a top 5 roster in football. There's too much talent for them to flop here. The Cincinnati Bengals will be in the running for the 1st overall pick. Browns fans, don't even worry about them. Not that you were. But, the Pittsburgh Steelers won't be going away just yet, even with the departures of Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. But how will they deal with their losses? It's to be determined. The Baltimore Ravens are going to be the Browns' biggest threat, but Lamar Jackson has to develop as a passer. Until he can show that he's not just a running back playing QB, we have to put the Browns ahead of them. This will be a big year in the land. Expect 10 to 12 wins and an AFC North division crown for the Browns. They're done being terrible. It's their time to shine. AFC South, Houston Texans. This is the most wide open division in the NFL for 2019. 3 of the 4 have a great chance at making the playoffs, and they also have the makings to compete for a Super Bowl. We initially thought this division would go to the Colts, but with Andrew Luck retiring, the entire dynamic of the AFC South changes. Instead, we think the Colts will be the worst team in the division this season. And that's very unfortunate, but you have to respect Andrew Luck for what he did. So why the Texans? Well, they don't have the best quarterback in the division right now in Deshaun Watson. Keep in mind he was slow to recover from an ACL tear in the early stages of 2018. Now he's fully healthy and ready for a monster year. He and DeAndre Hopkins will continue to shred defenses, and Duke Johnson should have no problem powering the rushing game. Oh, and we don't think it's possible for Watson to take 62 sacks next season. The division has to be better. There are problems on this defense, but JJ Watt can take over a game at any given moment. Second-year safety Justin Reed looks ready for a breakout year. The Tennessee Titans are going to give it a run, but they need Marcus Mariota to stay healthy. He hasn't been able to do so, and we can't fully trust him at this point. Tennessee will have a winning record, but it won't be enough to topple the Texans. As for the Jacksonville Jaguars, Nick Foles is not quite a sure thing to succeed, and we don't know if Leonard Fournette will be able to stay healthy this time. The Texans are still the top team in the division, as well as the most talented. They're a safe pick here. AFC West, Kansas City Chiefs. Hard to bet against a team that was 1 non-offside penalty away from reaching Super Bowl 53. They have the NFL's best player in Patrick Mahomes, who ran away with the MVP award last year. Kansas City kept their offensive core intact, so expect this potent unit to remain just as explosive as last year. The defense was a weak link, but adding pass rusher Frank Clark via trade and signing Pro Bowl safety Tyrann Mathieu were pretty good moves. This defense won't be elite, but it shouldn't be as terrible as last year. Right now, we classify the Chiefs as the team to beat in the AFC. We give them a slight edge over the Los Angeles Chargers in what should be an extremely tight race, but you know Philip Rivers and co. will be in the running for the AFC crown in 2019. We like the moves the Denver Broncos and Oakland Raiders made, but neither will be serious threats for the Chiefs. One of the two clubs might get lucky and sneak into the postseason, but they're not going to hold off KC. Expect Mahomes to lead his team to a 4th straight division title. NFC East, Philadelphia Eagles. It's practically a toss-up between the Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys for the NFC East, but we're giving a slight edge to the team that is only 2 years removed from a Super Bowl 52 championship, for multiple reasons. For starters, we think the Eagles have a far more explosive offense here. The additions of speedy wideout Deshaun Jackson, rookie J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, and do-it-all running back Jordan Howard should make an already explosive offense even more explosive. And we thought Alshon Jeffrey and Zach Ertz were scary enough as a pass-catching duo for the Eagles. A healthy Carson Wentz should make quite a difference. We expect him to regain that 2017 MVP-like form, now that he'll have had more time to recover from a series of nagging injuries. Oh, and the defense got better with the pickup of pass-rushing standout Malik Jackson. He'll join what was already a deep defensive line for the Eagles. Expect them to terrorize opposing quarterbacks on a weekly basis. The New York Giants and Washington Redskins will contend for the top 5 picks in 2019. As for the Cowboys, we need to see if Amari Cooper and Dak Prescott can maintain that dynamic connection throughout a whole year. Can the defense remain as dominant as last year? We feel like the unit may have overachieved just a bit. The Eagles are deeper than Dallas on both sides of the ball, so we'll give them the division here. It wouldn't surprise us if the NFC East winner isn't determined until Week 17 either. NFC North, Green Bay Packers. This is one tough division to predict. The Packers, Chicago Bears, and Minnesota Vikings all look fairly evenly matched on paper, and the Detroit Lions have more than enough talent on both sides of the ball to surprise us. Ultimately, we see the Packers taking back what's been theirs for most of the 21st century. Do you really think a team led by Aaron Rodgers will be terrible for a 3rd straight year? I highly doubt it. The Bears, of course, are loaded with offensive weapons, plus the league's best defense from 2018. So they're going to be competition, no denying that. But their strength of schedule is tied for 5th hardest in 2019. Their opponents combined for a .520 winning percentage last season. The Packers are tied for 14th as their opponents only combined for a .504 winning percentage. Advantage? Green Bay. New head coach Matt LaFleur will build his offense around the talents of Rodgers. On the defensive side, the front office beefed up its secondary by adding the vastly underrated former Bears safety Adrian Amos. They added more depth to the front 7 by signing Zadarius Smith and Preston Smith, before drafting Rashawn Gary in the 1st round. If Rodgers is healthy, the Packers are back in business and ready to take this division back. The Vikings need the O-line to hold up, and Kirk Cousins must prove he's actually capable of taking them there. The Lions? They might win 7 to 10 games, but we don't think they're quite as deep as Chicago and Green Bay. By the slimmest of margins, the Packers will take the division from the Bears. We just don't like betting against Aaron Rodgers. NFC South. New Orleans Saints. It's rare for a team to repeat as the NFC South champion, but the New Orleans Saints did so in 2018. And at this rate, it's difficult for us to bet against them making it 3 in a row. They employ one of the NFL's most efficient offenses, led by Drew Brees, Michael Thomas, and Alvin Kamara. The defense held its ground for most of the season as well, and the likes of Sheldon Rankins, Marcus Williams, Marshawn Lattimore, and Marcus Davenport are just entering their prime years now. The Saints are arguably the team to beat in the NFC. Keep in mind, they were one non-blown call away from playing in the Super Bowl. Not that you forgot. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are rebuilding. The Carolina Panthers don't know how healthy and effective Cam Newton will be. The Atlanta Falcons are going to be a playoff contender as well, but we just don't think they're as deep as New Orleans right now. Expect the Saints to roll another division title, and they'll be in the running for a Super Bowl as well. NFC West, Los Angeles Rams. Speaking of teams that should win their division for a 3rd year in a row, the defending NFC champions won't be going away anytime soon. A healthy Cooper Kupp and Todd Gurley should make a huge difference for the Rams offense that ranks 2nd in both total yards and points scored during the 2018 season. The Rams also employ the league's best defensive player in Aaron Donald. Adding Pro Bowl safety Eric Weddle should make a difference in the secondary. Plus, the Rams will have a hopefully healthy Aqib Talib. The Seattle Seahawks and San Francisco 49ers will challenge for playoff spots, but neither have as much star power as the Rams. We just don't see either of them getting past Jared Goff and company. The Arizona Cardinals are rebuilding and won't be ready to compete for at least a couple more years. This division belongs to the Rams. They won't change in 2019. They're just too stacked from top to bottom. Who do you think will win each NFL division in 2019? Join me in the comment section below. Make sure to follow myself and TPS on social media. We post great content all the time. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I post videos every single week. And yeah, if you want more of me, you should go there. New content all the time. Make sure to subscribe to TPS because we post videos all the time. New sports content all the time. If you like this video, give it a like. It takes one click right down there. Smash that like button. Of course, thank you so much for watching. I'm Jason Biondo. I'll see you next time.
My knee.